Hello everyone, this is March monthly readings, and I'd like to always hop on here and wish you well for the month ahead and just thank you for tuning in. If you want more, you can definitely head on over to my website, abundantlifetarot.com, and I have got love readings, abundance readings, general life readings for the month ahead for each sign. And I encourage you to check out not just your sun sign, but your moon sign, your rising sign, to get a full picture of how your month is going to go. And then also check out your significant other or other friend or loved one or boss to see how their month is going as well. So I hope you have an amazing, abundant March, and let's get on into it. Hi Geminis, this is your monthly March Abundance Tarot and Oracle reading. Let's get started. Let's set these to the side for a moment. We're going to first look at the overall overarching energies for Geminis in terms of abundance. What will you be confronting in the month of March for abundance? What will Geminis be confronting? What will they be facing and experiencing in the month of March? Any other messages for what's happening? Okay. What tools will Geminis be utilizing to bring about abundance? We have the World, which is nice. What tools? Oh, Devil. Okay. Tools. Okay. And Four of Wands. Cool. And the outcome. How does the month end? How does March end for Geminis in terms of career, abundance, life, purpose? We have Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups, some nice beautiful cups energy. Okay, and we got a couple of cards here. Uh-oh, it wasn't reversed. I just accidentally reversed it there, I believe. Okay, we have the Empress and the Moon. Okay. All right, Spirit. In terms of what's happening in the month of March, abundance for Geminis, please give us additional information. We have unlimited ideas. What about in the tools position? Can you give us additional guidance or insight of what's to come? Okay. Cooperation instead of competition. Okay. And then the outcome card. Please give us additional insight or guidance. No more complaining. Okay. And finally, we have, please give me some additional information for Geminis about what's to come in March in terms of abundance. Luck. Okay. What about tools? Additional guidance on tools for Geminis for March for abundance. Very chatty Spirit. Fear and creativity. Okay. And then outcome. Please give me some additional insight. Message. Okay. Lots of things that Spirit wants to say to you. So let's get right on into it. All right, so right out the gate in March, you're going to have to perhaps make a choice, have to make a decision about something, maybe choose between maybe applying for a job or choosing a job opportunity over another, or choosing to stay at one job versus going off somewhere else. A choice having to be made in your abundance area will be something you'll be experiencing or confronting in March. When this comes up, and especially when I see the moon card is like countered like this here, it's telling me that you are not going to have all the answers. Everything's not going to be so clear cut for you. So you're going to have to really listen to and rely on your inner intuition, your higher guidance that's coming through, whether it comes through your conscious or subconscious, whether it comes through dreams or while you're awake, through, just little thoughts. You have to listen and be still and get that information. So to help you with the choice that you're going to have to make this coming month, this choice in your abundance house, your career house, you will have to lean in on your intuition. 8 of Pentacles, and the reason that's why I say it's about your career, about your job, the 8 of Pentacles is sitting next to that 2 of Swords. And it's about, your work, and we're talking about a career reading, so it makes sense. Some of you are feeling now like masters. Now maybe it's time to promote and move up. Maybe it's time to take your business to the next level, your job, your career to the next level. But you've been putting in the energy, the time, the effort to get good and master at what you are doing. And it's showing. It's like all fires are like, it's like everything's going and moving along, trucking along. And then we have the 3 of Swords. There's something that may come up that kind of brings a certain level of disappointment. It's interesting because it's surrounding this decision, and then we have 8 of Pentacles, and then we have the 3 of Swords after that. It's like maybe some of you are disappointed with an offer, disappointed with after making a choice of what happens. Not feeling so lucky, but in fact, what you fail to realize is that you are quite lucky. What may be something that's turned away or turned again, like you turned down, or maybe you have to turn down an opportunity, or maybe somebody turns you down for an opportunity, and you feel a little let down and dejected over that and rejected. Maybe you're failing to see the bigger picture here, and that it's actually quite the lucky thing that has happened versus the unlucky thing. Because sometimes not getting something is the best thing that could happen to us. Unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is to take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. And so you just keep doing your grind, keep doing what you do, and with luck and doing your grind, you will have success. Things will pop off and be successful for you. We'll see that in the same month, honestly. And we'll talk more about that in just a moment as we move through the reading. We talked a little bit about it with the moon card on what we see that you'll be doing, based on the current energies. The tools position that we have here, what we have in the tools position is the World card, the Devil, and the 4 of Wands. And so the World card in the tools position is realizing that you have the world at your fingertips, at your disposal. Things are opening up to you. You are opening up to the blessings. You are facing fears, getting over, and I say facing fears because the Devil card could be about addictive negative thought patterns, fearful negative thought patterns, constantly folding into bad habits, whether it's shop bad overspending habits, or negative thought patterns, or negative just things being said and done in your everyday, and you're not working towards your goals. You releasing that. I say that because we have 2 cards that had jumped, was the fear and creativity. You at this month, Gemini, you say, you know what, no more operating out of fear. I turn away from that and I turn to creativity. I turn away also from the rules all the time and start to be my own little funky self, and I start to follow my own beaten path, and I do what I do, and I'm a rules breaker. You know, that could also be the devil energy. And that's going to work out for you in the tools position. And it's going to bring about some world energy, about also opening your horizons to the world, you know, like the World Wide Web, expanding your business reach by going online, by having more of a global network and thinking bigger and broader is a powerful tool, whether you are working for yourself or working for others. Whether if you work for others, knowing that you can telecommute or work remotely and work globally, if you will. And if you are starting out a business, considering online services so you can offer global services. There, of course, are challenges with that. But what's cool about that is that, yeah, there's challenges, sure, but you'll overcome them, as we see with the Four of Wands. Another in the tools position, I love this, celebratory, moments. You, Gemini, are about that celebratory life, about having fun and spending time with those you love, those who matter to you, and you making that a priority, and you celebrating the wins in your life this month. That is a powerful tool that should not be underestimated. And it also shows that it coincides with this cooperation instead of competition, where you get that at the core of your being this month. And whether you, again, are working for someone else or working for yourself, it says what's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. You can accomplish anything. And so you really get that this month. And these are powerful tools to have for you to bring about abundance to your life. And when you start to look at it like that, where you start to be like, look, I'm doing my own thing. This is what I offer. This is who I am. People will respond to that. There is no competition. People, if they resonate with you, they come to you. They want to give you their business. If they don't, they don't. You don't want to fool around. You don't want to attract folks who aren't really vibing with you. They'll make your life hell. They will. It is what it is. So in my experience, maybe not for you, but for me, if I'm trying to bring about the whole world, you got to be careful with that. You got to be careful what you do with that, because you can bring about the whole world, but just be a little discerning and make sure that what you're offering, who you are, is your authentic self. So you are bringing about authentic connections, if that makes any sense. Then that'll just eradicate all the fears, because you'll see it's like a formula. It'll work. It works. Now, outcome position. We're now moving past the tools, and we're going into the outcome cards. We've got the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Empress, and the Moon. We talked about the Moon, about really you'll be tapping into that intuition, because everything's not going to be so clear cut as you move into April, okay? You may not have all the answers. A message will be coming forth, but it may not come until the very end of the month, and you just will not know what to do, but you will have to make some decisions without having all the answers before you, and just trusting that everything was working out for the greater good for yourself. The Seven of Cups has you here having to make some decisions, and it's best to, as with being the Seven of Cups, the cups being about emotional attachment, emotional fulfillment, or connection. Following your heart, in other words. You're going to have choices, things to choose from, many options on the table. But at the end of the day, what makes your heart sing is the best option. If you had 2 or 3 jobs on the table, which one do you think you could love being around the people every day, love going to every day, love the commute, all that? Don't just look at dollar signs. You don't see the pentacles here in this outcome. You see the cups. What will bring you emotional fulfillment? Remember this, Geminis. Remember this. Queen of Cups finds you remembering this. Like, you might even come back to this reading, and I invite you to come back to this reading throughout the month to see how it all kind of plays out. As you move through the month, as this month comes to a close and you go into April, you finally get that. You're like, this is about emotional attainment. You finally have an appreciation for the current job that you're at, even though it may not be exactly what you want just yet. You are able to really emotionally connect with colleagues and your clients and customers, and you feel emotionally fulfilled. Also, meanwhile, some of you may have a side hustle or side job that's starting to really blossom and bloom, and it's, bringing about a lot of creativity and opportunities for creativity for you. But it also, with it comes, more responsibility, more having to be like with the Empress. It's not just about just nurturing an environment to, for those to be creative. You are still over an empire. You're still having to take care of things. You do not have room in your energetic, realm and in your space to complain or to be all down about your circumstances. If you have to wear two hats, like myself, I'm not a Gemini, but sometimes I feel like I want to complain because I have a full-time career and I have a business. That's my small business with the tarot business. And it sometimes feel like, how am I going to deal with all of this? How am I going to juggle this? I talk a little bit about that. Actually, I talk a lot about it in my Cosmic Seers level in my membership, because it's a struggle when you're trying to balance two worlds, as you may be doing, Geminis. But don't complain, because this is your season to create and to have things come up and grow and blossom in your life. And you may get news at any moment that like your current bread and butter job may come to an end, and then it allows for room for you to do what you love to do. That's why it's important to really cultivate and focus on doing what you love to do in your off time as you work your full-time job, because one day your off-time job is going to bloom and blossom and take over what was once the space for your current situation, your current job. No more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. So no more complaining, my dears, because really you're entering a time in April where things are really going to blossom and grow for you. But you've got to be at the helm of it and steer it. All right, my dears, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out your love readings and your general life readings over at AbundantLifeTarot.com. Bye.